So starting the test drive in this Explorer van, I'm actually pretty impressed with how this gets up with the Vortec V6 as opposed to the V8. I actually think the engine sounds better in my opinion. But the ride is pretty plush. A lot of that just has to do with how this is built, the chassis, and then of course the seats being so comfortable. But I mean, it rides like a passenger van, and those are meant to ride like a van. So vans are known for having one of the more smooth rides, whether it's a minivan, passenger van, or a cargo van. But the materials throughout this van just feel so premium. The leather wrap steering wheel feels great. Having the wood grain throughout here, it just looks fantastic. And again, the seat is so comfortable. Being able to heat it is a big plus, especially if you're going up north for whatever reason and it gets a little colder. But pretty easy to maneuver for this to be a high top passenger van. And that's why you haven't seen a refresh in terms of just the body and all of that, because these still sell like crazy, because they're still, people don't buy these because they want the most futuristic looking van. They want these to travel, and they want the interior to be as plush as possible. And that's what this gives you. Now, one thing I did forget to mention was the backup cameras. You do get a full-size backup camera here, and you also have one in the mirror there, so you get two of those, which is great to have. Let's see if we can get this up to throttle. So I'm gonna set this cruise to 65. Well, I turned it off there. So this is the speed you'll usually have these at, especially if you're towing something. Ride is absolutely great, so plush. Now, in terms of competition, you pretty much just have Ford and then Ram when it comes to that. And then some would throw in Sprinter, but Sprinter can be a tad more expensive. But definitely love having this option, having that V6 with the added 75 horsepower as part of the sport package. And then also having the 8-speed automatic transmission really makes us competitive against the Transit turbocharged van with the 10-speed automatic. And then I think ProMaster, or Ram just refreshed the ProMaster van. But this is still the big daddy when it comes to conversion vans. You have the most space in here. These are the biggest. They have more of a presence, and GM has done a great job with just keeping these, not having to refresh them just because there's not a lot of competition in terms of them. So they're like nostalgic, but they still have new features. So this one has blind spot monitors, which I'm not used to. And then you also have forward collision alert. So small safety features like that really just keep these modern, but you still have that nostalgic big body Chevy Express van feel when you're taking long road trips. But these are still, I still want one so badly. I wish they'd make an electric one with maybe like 300 miles of range. That'd be perfect. But still, also with this Vortec, you get much better fuel mileage. This one's averaging like 16, 17 miles per gallon right now after 300 something miles, which probably just transport miles, but still a great choice for a conversion van. And this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2023 Express 2500 Explorer conversion.